Hey guys, AntVenom here, and Pig, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be standing on the brewing stand. Get off! And I punch him over to another brewing stand. And welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Herbology mod for Minecraft 1.5.1. And the Pig here looks very, very interested in what's going on. Are you guys interested? Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. But anyways, essentially what this mod is it is a new way to craft various different types of medicine within Minecraft. And there are some added additions with brewing. However, in this version, I do not believe they currently work, but I think there's something that are going to get added in later. But anyways, essentially the way the Herbology mod works is you start off with the crafting recipe for what is called the Herbologist's Field Guide. And there's also a different crafting recipe as well for the brewing stand with this mod. But essentially what this field guide is for, you might think, well, wait, this is like a book, right? You just right-click on it. But no, when you look at grass in Minecraft, what do you see? You just see tall grass, right? Well, with the Herbology mod, these are actually very different things. If you right-click on the grass with the Herbologist's Field Guide, you will notice different types of grass are growing here. You see there's just all kinds of different things going on here. And if you want to collect these for yourselves, then in survival mode, all you have to do is just punch them out once you've started using the book on these things. And you can see there's all sorts of different things to collect here. Specifically, the things that you can collect is right over here. There's a bunch of different leaf types, stems, seeds and stuff, berries. And I'll get into what all those do here in just a second here. And then these ones as well. So yeah, you go into survival mode here. Let's try game mode 0. And then just punch them out of the ground. And bam, you can see, let's see here. We have ourselves the jasmine petals, mandrake roots, aconite roots, and then what do we have here? We have Ginko seeds, and the list just goes on and on and on. But anyways, so if you want to start crafting some of your really malicious, or, well, there's really no malicious ones, but if you want to start crafting your medicines within this mod, what you need to do is you need to create a mortar and pestle. So it can be created just like this with stone in this fashion, and you will get a mortar and pestle, and it'll have 30 uses. And then what you do, once you have that, is you want to start mixing the things together. And before I go getting into what all of these do, on the left side here, this is the basic format that you're going to be placing your items in a crafting bench. And this spot right here that I have highlighted is where your main ingredient is going to go. These two side ingredients here, the Juniper Berries and the Ginseng Berries, are more or less effect changers in that the Juniper one, if you do use it, increases the duration of the medicine that you create, and the Ginseng one improves potency. So if you place them in the crafting bench, on the top left and top right here, I'm not sure if they can go elsewhere, but just to be safe, do that. And then you place any one of these in this spot right here, so any one of these ones to the right, if you place it right up here, you're going to get a different effect. And the effects that this mod currently have, starting from the Eucalyptus Leaves, these three right here gives you effects that you can't normally get with the brewing system as of right now. Eucalyptus gives you haste, Lavender gives you, Lavender gives you jumping, and Valerian gives you water breathing. So we're probably going to take a look at the Lavender one here. And then going down the list here, Buckthorn is strength, Ginko is resistance, the Myrrh is Nightvision, Rosemary is instant health, Sage is speed, the Thyme is regeneration, and the Turmeric is fire resistance. So yeah, and there are a few other ones that are labeled here as well. Again, I believe this currently isn't properly implemented yet, but there are certain things that you can only do with medicine, certain things you can only do with brewing, and then all these ones that are right over here can use both. But like I said, I don't think the brewing part is implemented yet. But just for the sake of information, what the Mandrake one is supposed to do is it's supposed to turn any medicine, or rather any potion that you create, into a splash potion. The Aconite one is supposed to create a poison potion. The Fennel one is supposed to be instant damage. And the Jasmine here is supposed to create night vision. So again, not exactly sure how those work. I tried a bunch of different combinations. Didn't get them to work. Feel free to check the forum thread and a link in the description below to see how that works. But anyways, now getting into the meat and the bones of this mod. So if you go ahead and you take your pestle and mortar here, take a bunch of paper, take the Ginseng berries, Juniper berries, and then any one of these. Let's just go ahead and let's take the lavender petals here, and then I'll right click here. What you want to do is you will place the paper in the middle, the mortar and pestle right there. I'm going to place some ginseng berries right there, some juniper berries right there. Let's see if I can do multiple ginseng berries. I'm actually not sure. I haven't tried it yet. And then you do this. You get yourself an herbal medicine. So yeah, it doesn't actually use multiple there. And then it takes one durability off of the mortar and pestle. And then let's go ahead and let's go into... Oh, actually, we already are in survival. And then, if I go ahead and I eat it here, and then I go here, you can see now I have jump boost 2, and chances are I'll probably be able to jump very high. Yeah, I'll be able to parkour up this whole thing like a bossaroo. So yeah, definitely some very, very cool stuff. Let's go ahead and let's check out one of the other ones here. Let's check out Regeneration, the Thyme leaf. So if I go ahead and I snag a Thyme leaf here, let's go ahead and let's go into this here. So paper, pestle and mortar. Let's do ginseng berries again, juniper berries again, and then the thyme leaf. There we go. Now, oh yeah, and then the pestle and mortar there. So now we are going to have Regeneration 2, and we are basically like invincible now. So if I were to go ahead and I were to like try and kill myself here or something, it'd be very difficult to do because I generate health really, really fast. Let's try and go into this ravine here. Let's jump into the ravine. Let's see. Oh god, that might be a bit too deep. That's what she said. But anyways, so taking all that damage there, you can see how fast I'm regenerating, and I'm going to be regenerating that for a good like 2 minutes. So yeah. All right, so let's there we go. So that's effectively how the mod actually does work. There's a couple of other things to note as well. Again, because I don't fully understand the potion system right now because I don't think it properly works. I tried it for like a good 15 minutes and couldn't get it to work properly. But like these ones right here, these are labeled as brewing only, and yet I can't place any of these or I can place them into the brewing stand, but they don't really do anything of, you know, significance. Let's see, aconite here. Let's see, yeah, see, I'm shift clicking and I can't even put it into the brewing stand. If this was an item that I could use at any point in the brewing process, I would be able to put it in there, but unfortunately I cannot. Let's try the fennel seeds here. Again, something I can't put in there. Jasmine, try that. See, something I can't even put into the brewing stand. So not really too sure how that works, but something that is worth noting is that you can use various leaves and stuff. Let's go ahead and let's go into creative here. Take a water bottle. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see here. Water bottle. Let's do this. Yeah. And you can use various ones of these to give yourself things like mundane potions. The thyme leaves here will give you a mundane potion. And then there are various other combinations, like you can get the thick potion here, which really don't do much of anything. The meat and the bones of this mod really does come in the medicines that you wind up creating with all of these various leaves, seeds, berries, and roots and stuff that are right here. So yeah, as we wait for this here, bam, mundane potion. So if there is anything you want to create with a mundane potion, you can, but really the only things that you can create are made with awkward potions if you want to create potions. So I do hope that the mod does see some better compatibility with the current brewing system. So anyways, guys, that has been the Herbology mod in a nutshell. Again, if there is any updated information about the mod or anything does change, feel free to always check out the forum thread. The link is going to be in the description below for that. But anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have a rating, would be much appreciated, and feel free to share it with your friends if you feel like they are going to enjoy it. But anyways, guys, hope you all have enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.